We're down here at the church parking lot, and we're having some renovations made. And you can see a lot of the parking lot is really good, but there are a few places where there are some holes. And so our church board has agreed to get this repaired and fix things up. And so they started work, and of course the rain came and stopped progress. But here they were out here cutting into the pavement, and it looked like they were making things worse. And sometimes that's the way it feels too when God works on us. Most of our character probably doesn't need this kind of repair, but there are places where God has to do wholesale renovations and repatching and all of that. And it looks kind of messy when God gets started on things on our lives. We may think that the flaws in our character, or even we ourselves, are as bad as the hole in the parking lot, or maybe the chasm's even deeper, like the Grand Canyon. It can never be brought back together again. Our life is just a mess, and God hates us. We heard on Sunday how a testimony from one of our church members from Psalm 139, how God tells us the truth about who we are and about his love for us. Psalm 139 says, "How precious to me are your thoughts, O God, how vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I wake, I am still with you." And this wonderful Psalm 139 really speaks of the Lord's love for us. "Because my frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." So the Lord has been thinking about us from all creation. And that's really a beautiful thing because it's his love. And so even when we go through the major overhaul times, again, we may have the perspective that we're as bad, something wide and awful like the Grand Canyon. But God really views us in a different way, and we can invite his work into our lives with confidence that he loves us and he's working for our good, as was reminded again, Psalm 139, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." So we invite the Lord's work in our lives, and it can be painful, but it also brings about a good result. And so I'm really looking forward not only to the finished product of the parking lot being resurfaced, but also resealed, but also for the resealing, resurfacing work in the character of the people of this church and around the world, actually. God has big plans for our character, good plans, and they're beginning right now. And let me remind you also of the New Testament passage in Romans 8, which explains this to us. "Not only so, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies." So God has renovation plans for us that will come to completion with his second coming and the new heavens and new earth. We wait patiently, but we also wait eagerly for his second coming. And there's a great end product to come.